Jong Joho of Thailand against Yuriokis Gamboa of Cuba. Jong Joho in the red, Gamboa in the blue. Jong Joho, a gold medalist at the World Championships last year, beat Jerome Thomas of France 24-17. Gamboa lost in the quarterfinals to Jong Joho at the World Championships last year in a tight one, 23-22. It was controversial. World Championships were held in Thailand last year. So Gamboa trying to get a little revenge.
This has the potential for a top match. Jong Joho depends on the right hand to set things straight, to lead the way. He'll use the jab to set it up, but make no mistake about it. Jong Joho, as he goes, the right hand goes.
Last Cuban to win a medal. Whoa. Jong Joho takes a spin. Last Cuban to win a medal in that light flyweight category, 1996, Micro Romero. Teddy, Thailand captured a gold in this weight class at the Sydney Olympics. It was not the 29-year-old Jong Joho, it was Wijan Pony of Thailand. Referee is Hakan Bergman of Sweden.
Throughout this tournament, we've seen Jong Joho look sloppy, rush in, wide shots. Not the case today. He's tightened up his game. He understands he has a Cuban in front of him.
Gamboa moves ahead 6-5 with some fast hand work.
Jong Joho doing half of what he needs to do, stepping out, trying to get Gamboa to reach in, and getting Gamboa to reach in, but not doing the other half, not applying the jelly to the peanut butter, not throwing the counter punch.
Let's take a look at the rules in Olympic boxing. 4 2-minute rounds, 5 judges, computerized scoring. Bout ends if a boxer trails by 20 points at any point in the first 3 rounds. 4 counts in a round, they stop the bout. What about electronic scoring? It goes as follows. White portion of the glove records the blow. No added point for a power shot or knockdown. At least 3 of the 5 judges must record a scoring blow within 1 second. Teddy, I like the electronic scoring. It's the people that are putting the numbers in. Here's what the criteria is.
Punch must connect with the white part of the glove. Punch lands directly on the face or the side of the head, 1 point. Chest, torso, and above the waist, 1 point. That's what they tell us.
And that has been the biggest problem to this point. Body shots are rarely credited. And we saw the Russian tank, Alexander Malatin, a couple of days ago, dominate his fight with body punches. He wound up losing to Willie Blaine of France. Round number 2 underway.
The key right here, as far as I'm concerned, is whether or not now Jong Joho starts making Gamboa pay for real estate. He's taller, he's longer with his arms, he's getting range, but he's not pulling the trigger on the punches like he just tried there to keep Gamboa from closing and coming forward. Gamboa looking to come in. Jong Joho looking for distance, not pulling the trigger in time.
Down a right hand from Jong Joho.
You'll see plenty of right hands from Jong Joho. That's where his confidence lays. Even when he jabs, Jong Joho is looking for the right hand. The jab is not the meaningful punch.
And Teddy, for the shorter Gamboa in blue of Cuba, jabs need to be a part of his arsenal, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly, Bob, because he's pressing. He's chosen this style. He's chosen this direction. He wants to be the man moving forward. Then you have to do it behind cover. And that cover needs to be the left jab. If you're going to plow snow. Well, you need a Jeep, but you need that plow in front of the Jeep to clear the path. You're going to press forward, as Gamboa is doing. You need that jab to clear the path.
Gamboa only got 1 point in that two-punch combination that snapped back the head of Jung Jo-ho.
Again, this comes down to one man moving forward. Can he be effective and clean getting in? And that would be Gamboa. The other man, Jung Jo-ho, keeping distance. Can he score with the right hand? Can he get punches off before Gamboa gets in?
Yuriokis Gamboa, 22 years of age, of Cuba, with a combination there.
And guess what the main punch is? The right hand. That's what Jung Jo-ho lives by.
Teddy, Gamboa did not get credit in that last round for a two-punch combination.
And there's Gamboa reaching a little bit. And that's exactly what the longer arm Jung Jo-ho needs, wants, but must take advantage of in the upcoming rounds.
Yuriokis Gamboa of Cuba, Pan American Games champion, lost in the quarterfinals of the World Championships to that man, Somjit Jung Jo-ho from the Kingdom of Thailand. A nation of 64 million people. And Jung Jo-ho, the reigning world champion, hoping to add Olympic gold.
So far has promised a top match. An interesting match, a close match. Once again, they pick up where they leave off. The shorter Gamboa, who likes to throw punches and bushels, trying to get into range without paying a price. Jung Jo-ho trying to make him pay that price. Jung Jo-ho trying to keep range where he can use those long arms.
Jung Jo-ho now moves in front of Gamboa.
My eyes must be bad because I thought Gamboa landed the right hand. There, a strong right hand and a push.
Oh, that's a tackle
by Jung Jo-ho.
You know, when you're making a tackle, the proper technique, always keep your head up.
But you got to wrap around, don't you?
Yeah, Jung Jo-ho did a nice job. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Gamboa. Oh, I'm going to rest for a second. Actually, it's 3rd and 2. He's down 2 points here in the 3rd. Right hand over the top by Gamboa. That caught the judge's eyes, at least 3 of the 5.
And a return right hand by Jung Jo-ho. If it becomes a battle of right hands, I'll put my money on Jung Jo-ho.
Gamboa returns the favor, and then Jung Jo-ho shoves him aside. There's a little bad blood between these two. Remember, it was a controversial bout in the quarterfinals of the World Championships last year, in which Jung Jo-ho won a narrow 23-22 decision.
It looks like we're going down that same stretch of road, which is good for us, good for the viewers.
Cuba has 13 of their coaches spread around the world. Juan Fontanis is in the corner for Thailand.
Right now, it's a matter of how consistently Jung Jo-ho uses his height and his reach. Getting too close, allowing Gamboa to get into his punching range. And allowing the shorter arm Cuban to be effective. Long arms are not effective in close. They're effective at a distance. You get in close, you take away your advantage.
Yuriokis Gamboa of Cuba trailing 19-16.
Overhead view. Jung Jo-ho trying to keep distance and extend those long arms. The problem there, you can see from overhead, Jung Jo-ho falls in with his feet, gives up his height. Right hands have been the course of the day in this fight. And there's a right hand of Jung Jo-ho. He's made a career with right hands.
Yuriokis Gamboa of Cuba needs to make up a 3-point deficit against the reigning world champion Somjit Jung Jo-ho of Thailand. flyweights, 112 pounds.
This would be a good time for Jung Jo-ho to use those long arms for 2 minutes. That also means keep your feet at a certain distance.
Gamboa showing frustration about the holding of Jung Jo-ho, who will use his bicycle.
Jung Jo-ho better not go into a prevent defense this early. He needs some offense to keep Gamboa from coming down the field.
Jung Jo-ho receiving cautions for holding. We've counted 4 of them. And that is the second tackle by Jung Jo-ho. And at some point, he's got to be issued a warning. This was part of the controversy at their World Championship bout in Thailand. A lot of dirty tactics, and no warnings were issued.
He's out of control. He's not doing it intentionally, in my estimation. What's happening is he's giving up his height with those long arms, Jung Jo-ho, and he's falling in. And as he falls in, well, you can see it. His feet become parallel, and he depends on Gamboa for balance.
Hey, Jung Jo-ho really isn't punching in this round. He's just grabbing, tackling, holding.
And that's why he has given up the lead.
And he's getting a warning, which is 2 points added to Gamboa's score. That's the 5th hold against Jung Jo-ho. And here in the pivotal last round, a huge swing here.
Well, he better forget about the prevent defense now and start throwing the ball or the right hand.
The reigning world champion, Somjit Jung Jo-ho, down by 4 here in the last round.
And if he's going to pull it out to defend his world championship and move on in this Olympic tournament, Jung Jo-ho's going to probably do it with right hands. And it's going to have to start right about now. And there's one, but it misses.
And Gamboa scored on the counter, and now his lead is 5 with under 20 seconds to go.
You see Gamboa on the inside, it's good for him, bad for Jung Jo-ho for 2 reasons. 1, Jung Jo-ho can't do any punching. 2, Gamboa is the shorter arm man. He's better off in close, inside those long arms. But more importantly, right now, Jung Jo-ho needs distance to get those punches off. He can't punch when he's grabbing. And that's what he's doing right now.
Revenge is served best when served up cold. And you see the Cubans, they are quite ecstatic. Revenge from the World Championship last year. And Yorkis Gamboa of Cuba has knocked off the reigning world champion.
The key in this fight for Jung Jo-ho was distance. He didn't keep it enough, and feet. By not keeping his feet set on the outside and falling in, he lost his distance, also lost his balance.
And Teddy, Jung Jo-ho.
Just watch the legs of Jung Jo-ho. See, that's the key in this fight. He would fall in with his feet, lose his balance, get tangled up, but more importantly, not keep the range to use those long arms.
And he stopped boxing. He tried to sit on a 3-point lead. He stopped throwing punches. He was outscored 10-2 in the last round, and 22-year-old Yorkis Gamboa has advanced to the quarterfinals, knocking off the reigning world champion in the flyweight.